It'd be like so many people just so mad. You're just always gonna be mad. But I got this to say, because I'm sick of old ass men coming for me. I'ma just say this to you. Astaire, listen here. Don't act like I don't know you. Don't 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 act like I don't know you. I know you have to look good for other people because we've already figured out that you're a weak man, and I'm just not gonna keep going back and forth with anybody who uses mechanics to keep themselves up. So you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? If you have to keep mechanics to keep yourself up, and if you have to keep explaining yourself on why you are just, you know, you have to continue to get validation. This tells me that you are insecure. And so, it's been many of times when I had to uplift people who have been part of certain societies. And you would think that the people that have so much to say about what I'm saying would have, I don't know, would have a little more self-esteem, because if you did, you wouldn't be so mad about what I'm saying. Which is why I I'm gonna let you slide. Not tonight, no. I'm gonna go in on you. So I know you in real life. I know you in real life. And since I know you in real life, and I really have the insight to say the things that I want to say about you, Astaire, I could say some things about you. I could hurt your feelings. I know and understand why. I understand why you have to be a part of a society or an organization, because you couldn't do that shit on your own. You have to be a person of validation, because honestly, deep down inside, you're not secure in who you are. And so you want to come for me because you're mad at what I'm saying, because you agree with it deep down, because you really know the truth and you know what you're a part of. You know you're wicked. And the last time that you asked me for a reading, when you came over my house that day, you asked for a reading because you was scared because you were dealing with a woman who you said was a part of something that was very wicked. And you wanted to know what was going on because mentally you weren't able to handle a lot of the things you were going through. So I assisted you in giving you some counsel that that time and whatnot. And you were just going through it a lot. You were going through it a lot. And I supported you through that time. So I don't like how you like being fake and stuff, making posts subliminally towards me. I'm just going to call you out now and just let you know that you are never that guy. If anything, I assisted you in, building you up, lifting you up, making you feel like the man you should be feeling like. If anything, you spoke negatively about yourself, always bringing yourself down. I would have to speak over you and let you know, no, you're not that person. You can do anything. You are beautiful. You're handsome. You're this. Like, I would speak life into you, which is why you left feeling like $1 million after me and you had counsel, because you would come to me if you were going through certain things. We would talk, because most of the time you were crying, you were sad, you were depressed, you were going through this, you were going through that, and I was the one assisting you and lifting you up as a friend, you know? So don't sit here acting like, oh, my organization, da, da, da. Like, okay, we get that, but you're not about to sit here and be disrespectful on the platform. Baby, I know you in real life, and I know that even though you may be a part of something that's very wicked, I know that you're insecure. I know that I've spoken life into you to lift you up because of how insecure you are, I've had to speak over you and let you know that no, you're not those things. You are this and you are that. You're better than that. So don't sit here trying to comfort me when you know I know who you are, and where you're trying to put this exterior on the platform to make yourself look better than what you really not. Everyone knows the truth. I know the truth. You know the truth, but I'm telling you something different so you could feel as if you are uplifted. Don't go there. Like, don't you ever in your life try to come for me, because baby, I will make you feel this small even with you being a part of your organization. You sit here, you trying to act all big and bad when you know deep down who you really are. And I don't like people who come for me. Like, don't disrespect me and then still be a little itty bitty old man in the end. Like, you are not that guy. You never been that guy. And as much as I tried to talk you into being that guy, you never accepted it. You only are that way when you're behind a screen. You're only that way when you're amped up by other people to make you post and say certain things. Let's keep it real. You are not that guy, and you never were, and you never will be, because you're insecure and you got mental health issues, which is why when we talked all the time, I would assist you in lifting you up and becoming your best self, you know? So I don't like people trying to like play it like, oh, well, I'm a part. Like, boy, bye. You only that way because you got them people around you. If anything, I was the one uplifting you and speaking life into you until I found out what you are really a part of. And you just hate the truth, you and your whole community. And honestly, I don't care. So, with that said, a stare, don't you ever come for me. I really hope you get this message. I'm going to just like tag you in it so that you can see it. You're never going to be that guy. You know you aren't that guy. And it's going to take years to ever become what I spoken to you, because the only time you felt that way was when I spoke that to you. But let's be real. You are not that guy. So stop trying to pretend while you're on social media, because deep down inside, when you're off of social media, you know exactly who you are and whose you are. You're very insecure. And this is why it never worked between me and you, because I never gave you the time of day like that. I only wanted to be your friend. And so I spoke kindly to you to let you know, hey, you can do it. You know, it's sad that you sit here on social media trying to comfort me when you know good and well I know you. I know you. And I would have never thought that me and you would be in this way. Like, I never thought that you would be that guy to comfort me like that, because as much as many of the secrets that I know about you, I could make you feel this small. And so for you to like try to act all big and bad because you may be a part of a society, let's keep it real. If you were by yourself, if you were by yourself without your society, you would never be able to stand alone. Okay? You would never be able to handle half of the shit I'm going through and end up confidently. That's why so many people are hating on me. But let's be real, Astaire. You are not that guy. You never was that guy. And the only reason why you look like that guy is because you are a part of something that really ain't effing with you like that. Let's be real, okay? Because if it was, you wouldn't have been complaining so much about money. You wouldn't have been complaining so much about stressing, anxiety, about women who were doing you dirty, or, wicked women who were, witches and stuff. Like, you were talking about that crazy stuff. And, you were just going through a lot of mental health issues, just like you and a bunch of other brothers who are a part of that and be having mental health issues. You're like one of the main ones. And so for you to come for me like this when I've always been kind to you, is insane to me. Because I really don't, I never had an issue with you until you started messing with me. And you've been doing that behind the scenes. Con- um, I'm about to say congratulations, Robert. Happy birthday. But with that said, Astaire, don't you ever come for me. We both know who you are and whose you are. We know, I know, and you know the real deal. Don't you ever try to say anything else besides what you know. Because, baby, I will make you feel this small. But I don't want to hurt your dang on feelings. But you're not going to come for me and think that you're going to just say what you want to say and me not say nothing. You know exactly what you are about and how mentally ill you are. Don't ever do that. Because I don't like people who try to come for me and I didn't send for you. Are you mad because of the truth? You gotta be. Anyway, with that said, Astaire, don't you ever, little man, don't you ever, robot, don't you ever